Well, as part of the Fast Forward initiative, we did an analysis of all the telecommunications that we're spending on campus. What we found is that we're spending a lot of extra money that we don't need to spend on cell phones, landlines, and other ways that we communicate. We decided that in terms of making things cleaner, easier, faster, more efficient, we would start with the cell phones. Cell phone policy primary purpose is to consolidate to single vendors and reduce costs. The policy that begins July 1st, the largest changes will be in a single vendor. We're using AT&T as our recommended vendor. If there need to be exceptions, we'll look at each exception individually, but AT&T will be our primary vendor. That's probably the single biggest change. At the same time, we're looking at all the current users of cell phones, university supplied cell phones, and we're running them through a scoring metric to see how they stack up against the rest of the university. Do they actually need a cell phone to perform their job? It's not a perk, it's a key to getting your job done. If that's true, we want to make certain that they have what they need. We looked at multiple vendors for the cell phones, AT&T, Verizon, Sprint, and others actually. What we found with AT&T was that they were very cost competitive with the others. In addition, for those of our staff that travel overseas, AT&T has the best coverage and the most flexibility. We also found that they had the best service plan that we could tie into and we could use. As people travel and something goes wrong, they can walk into any AT&T store and they get service, and that's a big deal. In order to implement this policy, supervisors, with the help of their IT directors, will have to score every user of a university-supplied cell phone. Once those scores are in, they will help us determine who gets to use the cell phone and who needs to turn it back in. Once we've moved through that process, we'll begin to move everyone over to AT&T and upgrade units as necessary. Information about the policy is currently being stored on the Syracuse University Policies website. You'll find the actual details for the policy as well as some frequently asked questions and responses and the scoring sheet. We want to make certain that we have consistent distribution of cell phones across campus. Those staff and faculty that need to have cell phones to do their job should have them. If you don't need a cell phone to do your job, you don't need one.